All right, hello you guys, and welcome again to my channel. I am Shannon, the owner and founder of Hair That Thrives, and today is Monday, January the 4th, and it is now 9:30 a.m. and I'm getting a little bit of a later start today with my daughter's first day back in school. In person. She's in person for this school year 2020 and 2021, and I am so blessed to be able to have her in person. It is a little bit scary and nerve-wracking, but it definitely gives her time to socialize with friends and her classmates that are her age. It gives me some mommy time and just, you know, some sense of normalcy with what is going on in the world today. But so I just want to kind of sit down and talk to the camera again today, helping me to cope with the loss of my mom. And this is a stress management technique or tactic that I'm doing. Nobody told me to do this. This is just something. A lot of times during the day or during the week, I talk to myself about what I miss most about my mom. I'll talk to my sister, my brother about it, and I'll talk to my husband about it. And sometimes I don't have anybody to talk to because people are at work or doing whatever, you know, they do. And so a lot of times I just talk to my camera. And so I, again, just want to kind of see how I grow over this year and how God transforms my life in 1 year. Again, my mom died the early part of last year, March 2020. And my mom did pass away from COVID-19. She passed away early on in the year, and nobody knew anything really about it. And I will tell you her full story later because it is a long story that spans a full 2 weeks, 14 days. And but right now it's not fresh, but it's still hard to talk about it a lot. But it gets a little bit, some days are better than others. Some days I can talk about my mom and not tear up. Some days I tear up a lot, and it's okay. Because my mom was really special, and some things about the passing of my mom bother me more than other things. Like, for instance, I talked about in my video yesterday how my mom and dad just were, you know, regular grandparents, took care of our daughter while my husband and I were at work. And my mom and my daughter were connected at the hip. Wherever you saw my mom, you would see Sydney, and my mom called my daughter Sydney Sweetness. And my daughter called my mom Gia, and that was just a name she made up for her, and my mom loved it. And wherever you saw my mom, you would see my daughter. Wherever you saw my daughter, you see my mom. Oh my goodness. And obviously my daughter hasn't seen my mom in person for a few months. She's only seen pictures of her. But a few weeks ago, maybe about a month ago, I asked my daughter, I said, Sydney, I said, do you remember some things about Gia? And my daughter, she's 4, she'll be 5 in July. And she said, Mommy, I don't. And I know how important being a grandmother was to my mom. My mom loved her grandkids, all of them. She had 5 grandkids. And she actually had another one on the way before she passed, and she knew that, but we'll talk about that another time too. But my mom was so excited every time she heard about a new grandchild or a new child on the way. She was so excited, and she loved the title of grandmother. She loved it. And to hear my daughter, and again, she's only 4, but to hear my daughter say, Mommy, I don't remember anything, it was hard, because my mom, she not only enjoyed being a grandmother, but she enjoyed seeing me be a mom. She enjoyed seeing me be a mom to Sydney, and she enjoyed seeing a lot of the personality traits that I had manifest themselves in Sydney, and she enjoyed that so much. And she liked the fact that her daughter had a daughter, and that my daughter is a lot like me. My mom enjoyed that my daughter was born with a head full of hair, and that she had a lot of hair. Well, my daughter still has a lot of hair. And my mom enjoyed that, and my mom enjoyed just taking her out and just seeing how smart she was. And my mom also enjoyed seeing a lot of the personality traits from my grandmothers and my great-grandmother and my daughter. And so my mom just really enjoyed seeing how things kind of traveled down generations. My mom really enjoyed that. But then randomly, my daughter, she told me, wow, we were driving somewhere, and she said, Mommy, I remember something about Gia. And I said, well, Sydney, what do you remember? She said, I remember when Gia used to go to, I am so emotional today, I don't know why. I remember when Gia would go to the beauty shop, and she would take me with her. And Gia would lay down in the chair and get her hair washed. And when Gia would get her hair, she would sit in the chair and get her hair blow dried. And I would just sit there with Gia's phone and play her phone, Mommy. And that's what she said she remembered. And a friend of mine recently told me that those memories that my daughter remembers, even though she's so young, keep telling her those memories, or keep talking to her about those memories. And oh goodness, keep talking to her about those memories. And so she can remember her grandmother. And so I asked her a few days ago too, I said, well, Sydney, do you remember that Gia used to call you Sweetness? And she said, Mommy, I do remember that. I do remember that Gia used to call me Sweetness. And my mom called Sydney Sweetness because my mom said that she is just the sweetest little girl she's ever seen. And my daughter is really polite, and she wants everybody to be friends. And she wants everybody to be her friend. And she's just a really nice person. Her spirit, my daughter's spirit, is just really nice. And my mom called her Sweetness for that reason. And so those memories she has of my mom. And some other things that my mom loved to do with her is she used to always do crafts with her. So I do crafts with my daughter every once in a while. And my mom used to always take her to McDonald's to go play in the playscape. She loved that, but she doesn't remember that. So for obvious reasons, we can't go now. But as soon as things kind of open up a little bit more, then I plan on doing that with my daughter. This has been a 10-minute speaking, but so today it's kind of dreary outside. It's no sunshine anywhere. It's cloudy everywhere. And so today, you can see that my hair is still in my bands from yesterday. So I had planned on taking those out, or these out, but I don't think I am because I have to get ready to go to work. I want to get a little bit of exercise in today. It's 9:41. I want to get a little bit of exercise in today. I don't think I'm going to do an intense workout. I'm just going to do some stretching. My muscles feel like they are really tight, so I'm going to just stretch a lot, and I am going to eat some breakfast, maybe make me a smoothie, and I'll probably take my bands out tomorrow, which is Tuesday. I have more flexibility in my time tomorrow. I don't have to go into work. I work from home on tomorrow, and so I'll probably take my bands out tomorrow. And what I think I want to do is go through my hair with a fine-tooth comb, so to speak, and trim away a lot of the single strand knots that I see, because it's just ridiculous. Again, I don't feel like going to get a trim. I probably need to, but I just don't feel like going to do that right now. So I'll just go ahead and it'll probably be some hair therapy for me. I'll be able to sit down, watch some TV, watch some Netflix, and trim out my single strand knots and call it a day. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do some stretching. I'll record some of that. I'll record maybe me making my smoothie, getting my breakfast together, and on my way to work. And that is it. Talk to you later. Bye.
Yeah.